as far as side control goes, the most common side control is we're trying to put our knee onto their hip to stop them from turning towards us. Our shoulder goes onto their head to stop them turning towards us. So the two major levers on the human body, the hips and the shoulders, we're trying to control. The downfall about it is this is, if I'm so obsessed on holding and controlling, I lose my ability to attack. The instant that I go to attack, open up underhooks, frames, etc. So this would be a good side control once I've passed the guard to accumulate my guard pass points, but it's not a good side control to attack or to upgrade. So I'm going to go to what I call forklift side control. Forklift side control based on my hands underneath. So we start from here. I've got my standard. As Micah applies pressure with this, I swing my hand, I go under and I turn my partner. The way I'm doing it is my hands come this way and I flare my elbows. I'm not trying to drive him, I'm trying to flare the elbows so I kind of curve his hips and his shoulders. Where here, my partner's going to apply pressure, I swim, plant my hands and turn. I walk in to close the gap up. So right now, it's pretty tight. There's nothing to stop him from moving. But what you can find is he's going to start to use the hand to push my head. As he does that, I switch. Let's go through that again. The first part is our standard side control. As he pushes my head, I swim from here. Now, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to keep him curved. So I'm trying to go like this, I turn my head this way. So that his forearm on the side of my neck, not the front. It also means it's very hard to push my head over his head. Where if it's here, it can. So I keep it low. As he's applying pressure, my hand comes over, I switch my base. I try to make sure my knee makes contact with his hip. So if he turns to rest and try and put me to guard, my knee's low. If my knee's here, I can scoop over and catch the half guard, quarter guard, etc. So one more time. Side control flat. From here. As my partner starts to frame, I swing my hand, I curve my partner, close the space, turn my head. As he pushes, my hand comes over, I switch my base, and I'm turning this way, keep my head low. But I've got control legs. Every time he tries to turn towards me, to hip escape, it can't put the legs through because I've got control of the legs. Does that make sense, guys? So at no time does my hand leave. From here, my hand's always constantly underneath. Okay, grab the partner, 1, 2, 3, go. One of the reasons why, if I'm switching my hands over, is that under mace. A lot of time that my hands under, I switch to my closest core, and then drives into me, I can't stop it because it's on my arm. So it's really important that my arm's overhead. Number 2, is this. I understand I can upgrade to mount. The downfall about it is I want to keep this far away from the legs as I can. And he kind of knows that I've been looking for the upgrade to mount. So what I'm going to do instead is my hand's going to hold the legs, and this hand here is just going to come underneath the armpit. I'm not grabbing it, it's just under. This is the hardest part about the entire move you're going to have to do. I'm going to push the leg, I'm going to switch my base so that my hips are facing the ground, and I'm going to punch my left arm across his chest. I push the leg. I switch my base on here, I punch my arm. So I'm trying to keep as far away from the legs as I can, so I can't just get the guard or the half guard. Secondly, he's still going to push me low, which means I have to push the gastric close. It's very hard to keep the elbows in. So I kind of want to play like I'm going to mount, so he pushes away from me and exposes his elbows off his body. So I'm just in a bit of detail. So we're going to start in switch base reverse. For argument's sake, right now, I'm not worried whether his elbow's on the inside or the outside. So now we'll come to that. My head outside, hold the leg. What this is a push against the knee. So I'm going to push with my right hand, my left hand goes backwards behind me. I'll punch it through. So all I do is punch it and hold it like that. Good. So all my weight is behind the arm. It's hard to get the weight down here. So I'm going to take the weight out of the arm. When you get it right, it's a bizarre sensation. Like very hard to so here, what I do is as I punch it, I grab it from here. Now, I've got choices. I'll take my way. Choices. What my choices is I'm always going to go to the water first. Always. So I'm here, I step over the head, squeeze, pull down, make sure the elbow takes my body. 90 degrees, once it goes past the back, pull it in, put it in the water on. So we're here, push to keep them turning away from it. Get my left leg back, go flat, punch it, come offside, all my weight on the arm. It's really heavy. Grab it, lock it up. Then comes over, then comes down on the foot, wrench it away, get the elbow on top of me, start to turn your finger. The water by itself is really demonstrating position, especially in the head square, you've got nowhere to go. I like to head that way. Push, head goes low, goes backwards. Punch to the cross, turn offside, crush it. Grab it. So keep trying to pull the elbow out. Up. But there's no space. Don't keep it too tight. We'd like to do that one more time. Hands up, you're going to do one more time. Okay. So here, the key factor is this, that. So what I normally do is I wait here, so try to push me away, I can push this, got it. That's all I'm after, just that. Control the legs so you can't follow me. But this is a hard cut. Don't create space. What I do is I swing my legs, I go here, punch it. Hop, go. Step over the head, take the elbow with me. When I teach the kids, I call this the teabag tomorrow. When I teach the dogs, I call them teabag tomorrow. And behind that, I just want this back, and then I get a bit better drive through. Right? So this makes it very hard for my partner's being stubborn. So I switch the base, I've come here, and the arms under. So you think about it this way, right? If I'm pushing from here and I'm going to walk backwards to north-south, all I have to do is make sure that this hand never comes on top. And it's better if I have a fist. But it's not that. Better if I have a fist. So I walk around and I'm here. But my partner's flat onto his back and he's keeping his arms in. So right now it's very hard for me to finish the Kimura because even though I get the elbow, it's easier for him to roll out of the Kimura, roll belly down, or roll shoulder down. So what I'm trying to do from here is, once I'm here, is this, think both ways, I'm going to punch and drive all my weight behind my partner. So I'm going to go drive it up so that his arm's caught in my forearm. So he tries to put his elbow to the ground, it's caught. Number two, I come up onto my toes and I drive. So it's very hard for my partner to rescue. So we start here, north-south. Hand goes under. Okay, so number one, pull the hand in so the elbow's up. Number two, drive forward and start to crush. Turn the corner, grab it. North-south. hand goes under. First of all, pull the hand in. Come up to my toes, drive it so it's caught. Push it down, then lock it up. If it tries to rescue now, my body's behind it. Does that make sense? So, here, fist, pull it in, turn the corner. And all my chest should be behind his tricep and shoulder to make it face that way. And I get asked this question, what happens if it's really strong or really big and he resists? So he's got his hands in, I'm like, yeah, and he goes, no way, and resists. Let's go, pull those up, let's go to the side. So if he's fighting one side, I take the opposite side. Does that kind of make sense? So if I'm like, here, he goes, no, and he puts it down, and he goes, no. So like, okay, I'll just take it on the side. So from here, one, run behind it. So I haven't laced my arms through yet. I push it down, and that's what gives me the ability to lace it. So it's here. But don't try and put your arms through yet. Grab it, push it down, lace it. Step, turn, sit. Squeeze it in. That's about where it goes. So keep this elbow tight to my chest. I don't like that. I like it better here. And that. It's going to minimise the motion. Is everyone okay with that? So we're going to start off the north-south, pick it up, and do that. Change the line, side on side. North-south, you have any sore shoulders first of all. Okay, do you want one? Okay, good. So, here, what I'm saying is, when I'm this, if I put my fist onto the chest and I crush, so it's quite a heavy lock onto it, and I've got my fist down. 1, 2, and what I'm trying to do is kick all my weight on my right arm. So this means it's harder for him to roll his back on the ground. Yeah. So what I'm doing is, when I come to here, I'm trying to take the elbow to my chest. And what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to squeeze this in to turn it to make it tight. What I'm saying is that there's too much play. So to make this tight is, if I go 1 and I rev this in super deep, now it's really hard for him to agree. Here, there's a bit of play. So the excess would be that I rev and I keep this tight. So that's going to come on pretty much through one bit. Wherever it's here, the C grip, it's easy for him to pull out against my C grip. If I make the C grip in, the only way it gets better is to pull it back, which is here, it's really hard to pull it out. So more than I want to rev everything in. So here it's under, punch it, put my weight on, grab, C grip, rev it, step, lift it up and turn. Does that help? Yeah. Yeah, just that little grip. Any other questions? Okay, Micah. What if? What if I can't get it? What if I'm having trouble? What happens if I know my partner's hyperflexible, double jointed? So we're going to go to what I call north-south choke or the executioner. Who wants to see the executioner first? Who wants to see the north-south choke first? I'm trying to get my hand under. He's got his hands in super deep, right? So I come underneath, and what I'm doing is I push and I slide off the bottom. So the choke comes on in like 2 seconds. You know, that's not the executioner. It's the right. So we're on the side, and I'm trying to get that hand under, but his arms are really deep. So I've got the same thing, I'll push, but I'm going to go past the point. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to slide so that I'm off his body. And I'm trying to keep my hand onto my chest. If I form a fist, it's too much space, so I try and make it a palm. Here, so slide off, move my hands away from my partner. Slowly flex my bicep. And the choke come on fast. Right. The biggest thing I see is people choke while they're still on their partner. So So there's a lot of space for him to breathe in that. So what I mean by that is they kind of get to here and their chest on their partner like squeezing. So arms like go like off. Once I'm here, I'm going to do turn left and right. Yeah. Oh, yeah, so it's hard to express. Can you go different? We're coming around, he's got his elbow in, I'm having trouble attacking it. My right hand's onto the hips, so I bring my hand here. This is how it's supposed to slide. Everyone stops about here. I want you to slide off and turn to the side. Please, from here. You're having trouble, breathe, calm, and walk to the side and breathe. The reason why I'm so I want to pull that chin up. So if they're here, when I start off, it pulls up. With that bicep, like I'm trying to flex it and just walk north south, so I'm trying to get the head to expose the carotid and choke them. Okay, so on your own size, 1, 2, 3. South choke. We're here. I try to pick it up, I can't. Look at this over here. Now, can you see the space between my elbow and his head? So as I come down here, there's still this massive space. And I might be able to get the choke, but I give him an opportunity to be able to breathe and move. Right. So the concept for me is that, so once I'm here and I make the choice to go to the choke, I go here, I switch, I drop my hand all the way through and I squeeze. So if there's no space, turn my head and squeeze. So yeah, it's really hard to get this choke. If all my weight's my pain, I'm trying to get my hand through. So I switch my base a little bit. They're generally going to go, oh, there's space. I'll push out of my way. So as I push right in their frame, I go, got it. Because I give them space to work. I turn my head away, means that I'm 100% on that side. Squeeze. Feel the difference in that. Okay, well, that's your So I've gone to pick up the arm and his arm's in super tight. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to rock out a little bit. So I give him space. So he'll turn and go, there's space, I'll push out. So as he goes to push him, I can now get my hand in super tight. Because his hands are in there as well, it's going to come on super fast. Right? Slide off my partner. Different height. So I like to just get that, and it's like about 10 degrees, just enough for them to push. And that allows me to get my arm all the way through. If they're far they're going to really struggle to get my arm all the way through for the choke. So I like to get a little bit up. So we're here. I go like this, so I hold the leg, I rock out, I put my hand here. He'll turn and go, I'll push the other way, got it. Now his hand's in, I'll leg there. So I'll choke him with his hand on the inside. Let's have a shot at that, guys. 1, 2, 3. Go. It's not annoying, it's just what it is. Here. Flip. Try to get hold of it. I can't. My hand goes under the head. I push backwards. It's a full neck back. Full neck back. Right. Turns towards me. Under the head. Push back. Circle frame. Okay? Yeah. Right, it's just a frame. There's no choke at all. Here, turn, hand goes under, push my face.